Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another RV Talk live stream. Hopefully, you can hear me fine. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. But welcome to another RV Talk live stream. I'm glad that this year is kind of over, but it's, because there's a lot to come this next year, and, you know, it's just there's so much that's gone on this year, and there's a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about the RV industry, what's been going on in the RV industry, what's to come for the RV industry. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these comments. So, first up, we've got, let's see, Mike Schuler said, Happy New Year, looking forward to your presentation. Yep. Bonnie, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone. Dale, Happy New Year. Sounds great. That's excellent. I'm glad that everyone can hear me just fine. But yeah, we have got a live view here of downtown New York City with Times Square, where basically everything's going on with, the ball drop. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But welcome everyone. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Hopefully, we're everyone's spread out pretty much across the United States. Yep, let me go ahead and pull up these comments. Got these. And yeah, so let me know where you guys are watching from. So this past year has been quite a good year. We've had quite a bit of videos that we put out this past year, and we're pretty much this 30 days of RV tours have been doing really well. We've been gaining lots of followers. Skywalker said, Happy New Year, on your way to 1,000 subscribers in 2025. Yeah, we sure are. Mount Airy, North Carolina. Awesome. Yeah, so yeah, 1,000 subscribers. We are going to get there pretty fast. I really believe it. Skywalker says he's watching from Texas. Wow. So from North Carolina to Texas, that's quite the range. But yeah, so 1,000 subscribers, we're definitely going to get there by next year. I think within the next couple of months, honestly. But we've got a lot of videos to come. Let's see, we've got 14 days left, I believe, of the RV show, or of RV tours, and then on the last day of the 30 Days of RV Tour series, we will be at the Florida RV show. So that is going to be amazing. Lots to see there. But let me know, like I was been saying before in all of the videos, let me know if there's any models you want to see. Let's go ahead and read some of these comments. Mike Schuler, Phoenix, Arizona. Dale, Washington State. Wow. So yeah, definitely a lot of people around here. How many days will we be at the Tampa show? Maybe 2 or 3 days. Not sure yet, but we'll definitely be there on the very first day of the show because there are a lot of new RVs coming out, including Grand Design, which you'll see a video on the channel soon about that. It's the brand new Grand Design Lineage Super C, which is going to be exciting to see that in person. Since they'll be unveiling it in person, because the last time Grand Design came out with it's a part of the new motorized division, was the Lineage Series M. So this will be a Super C, so that will be really cool to see it in person and see it next to the Lineage Series M, which was the first one in person. So yeah, that would be really cool to see all of those new models. There's a couple new Brinkley models coming out, such as the Brinkley Model I, which I'm really excited about because it's more of a easier to tow. I guess you could say it's what's the word? More of like a entry level, but not quite entry level travel trailer. So that's going to be really cool to see that in person. It's a completely different design versus the Brinkley Model Z Air, which is the first travel trailer by Brinkley. So this is more of like a smaller sized Brinkley, and they've got 2 really good floor plans out right now, and I'm excited to see what other floor plans they also come out with. But yeah, so that's going to be exciting. But I want to talk about a little bit about what has happened this year in the RV industry. But we'll get to that in a minute. But I want to ask you guys, do you guys have any plans this year for, is there something that you want to do this year that maybe you didn't do as much last year? You know, do you want to go RVing more this year? Do you want to get a brand new camper this year? Do you want to get your first camper this year? Let me know what some of your RVing New Year's resolutions are. So yeah, definitely let me know. Airstream Base Camp and Off-Road Towable Camper. I will definitely check those out at the show. I do know that Blue Compass RV, they always have a great display at the Tampa RV show with hundreds of Airstreams. I mean, there are tons of Airstreams, so I'm sure they'll have every base camp model there, and I'll definitely check them out, because base camps are really cool because it's not quite the Airstream. It's not quite an Airstream Bambi, which is basically like just a small like style of an Airstream. It's a kind of like a redesigned Airstream, and it's really cool. So yeah, I'll definitely check out those. They got some great models. I do know that they have an REI edition, if I said that right. REI, I think, is the store. Like, you know, it's a brand partnership, kind of like what they did with Pottery Barn. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to do this year for RVing. Is there certain places that you want to explore this year that maybe you didn't get to last year? I know there are some places that I want to go this year, and I definitely want to travel more this year instead of just, you know, staying in one kind of area and not traveling as much. But so yeah, definitely let me know. But let's talk about the RV. I want to talk about a video that I made about the motorhome ban. Now this right here is something that video got a lot of views, and honestly, it's something that we kind of are still unsure about, because the motorhome ban was something that the RVIA and CARB has still been meeting, and they've been discussing different things. And you know, let me tell you, this is something that I told people, you know, I'm going to make an update video, and I never did. But this is the reason why. It's because every single week the RVIA and CARB were meeting, and you know, it was kind of getting out of hand, where like every single week it was like changing, you know, information was changing. So I was like, I'm going to wait until January 1st, when it's supposedly going to be effective, or wait to be approved, and then see what happens. So we'll figure it out in the next couple of days of what's actually going to happen, and then I promise I'm going to make an update video on that. But there's a couple other videos that I made this year that there's, you know, still things that we're unsure about. We will be at the RV show in Tampa looking to trade our Fleetwood Discovery 2012, 12 years old and ready to be replaced. Sticker shock to have it replaced, though. Yeah, well, that's awesome that you're going to be at the Tampa RV show. 12-year-old RV, yeah. Prices have changed since probably when you bought that RV. But yeah, I know there is a good Fleetwood selection if you're looking for a Fleetwood again. They've got General RV has always got a good selection of those at the Tampa show. And then I'm excited to see the Newell Coach and the Prevost and all those. That's always an awesome section to check out. And what I'm really excited about is that since we didn't even I didn't start this channel for, it hasn't even been a year. It's only been about 10 months, because I started it end of February, I believe. I think it was the last day of February. So this will be the first year that I get to take you guys with me to the Tampa RV show and live stream it and tour so many different RV models. So I'm really excited for that, because there are so many models to see. I think the Tampa RV show has become, I think, the largest RV show now. I think it's beat Hershey almost. But yeah, sticker shock is definitely something that you will get whenever you're looking at motorhomes. But at least the prices are starting to come down a little bit. I have noticed that, but yeah, I do it now. I do have. It's not a Fleetwood. It's a Holiday Rambler. I think it's the Armada maybe. I toured that one a couple months ago, and I think I'm gonna have another one of those videos coming out in the next so many days with this 30 Days of RV series. And honestly, guys, after the 30 Days of RV series, it's not gonna stop because after the Tampa RV show, there's gonna be so many models for 2025 to share with you guys. So I'm really excited about that. Is there any specific models that you want to see or classes of RVs that you want to see at the Tampa show? Let me know because I do know Less Junk More Journey. They have got a new model that I believe they're going to be at the show. Actually, yeah, they are. Um, I'm excited to see that their new Grand Design fifth wheel, their new Solitude. The setup for their kids is just awesome. The bunk room, it's not even a bunk room. I would call it a bedroom. It's amazing, and I can't wait to tour that RV. Bonnie said, "Is the weather going to be cold in Tampa? Cold front coming in January." The weather in Florida has actually been pretty nice the past couple of weeks. I've noticed that. So I'm sure it will be not as hot, but Florida is always hot, even with the cooler temperatures. There's always humidity down there, and it just makes it feel warm. So, but yeah. So the other thing was the RV industry. Has sales have definitely, the motorhome market has been down this past year. But overall, this time of year is just slow for sales. But yeah, I don't. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have been seeing any sort of decrease, maybe, in like, have you been like RV lots near your house? Or places that you pass by. Like whenever we see RV lots, you can tell how their sales are doing. Do they have a full lot, or do they have only a couple things left? Because during the beginning of COVID, a lot of the RV dealers were just emptied out because, well, one, they were selling almost everything, and two, they couldn't get stuff. But then after that, they were starting to get stuff, and then they were able to start uh, keeping up with their inventory, but they were selling out of it fast. And now the RV lots are quite full, and I don't see many sales happening. Um, Outdoor Living said, "Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well." It's crazy that this year has already gone by. Cause yeah, it's what I can't believe is that it's been almost a year of this channel, and we're at 760 something subscribers, um, almost to 770, and like Skywalker said, we're on the road to 1,000. We're definitely on the road to 1,000, and I'm excited because I think we're gonna hit it sooner than I think. So yeah, I'm really excited for that, and I just appreciate everyone that has taken the time to watch my videos and follow along, and you know I just really appreciate it. It's 700 plus people is a lot of people, and it's just I'm grateful to have you guys as my audience, and I appreciate your support, and appreciate you guys taking the time to come on this live and you know spend your night and comment, and I just really appreciate it. So what are you guys doing this year? Do you have any plans or destinations you're headed to? Um, I want to travel more this year to. I want to go more down the East Coast. Want to head more towards the West Coast. Definitely want to explore that part because I've been there, but I want to take you guys with me, and but we'll see what happens this year. As far as RV shows this year, we've got the Tampa RV show that we'll be going to, and then then other RV shows that are nearby, like wherever we are at that time, and then we're back to North Carolina, where we are most of the year, and then we're going to be going to the Raleigh RV Super Show, which is exciting. It's not a very big show, but they've got a lot of cool models, Brinkley's, and there's a lot of a selection there. So Mike Schuler said we are thinking of flying to the Tampa show, but temperatures will only be in the 50s, much warmer here in Phoenix. We are hoping to take our camper to the Canadian Rockies once it warms up a bit. Yeah, that's really cool. Let's see. Outdoor Living said we are looking for a new Class C. Any thoughts? We just have one teenager. All right, so with a Class C, this is the thing. Whenever you're looking for a Class C, do you want bunks? Because if not, there's a lot of great floor plans out there that could be considered as a couples camper, but has two other additional comfortable sleeping spots, and you don't have to have the bunks. But if you do want bunks to maybe, a lot of people convert their bunks into wardrobe. It depends on how much traveling you are doing, but I would recommend. Let's see, my favorite Class C on the market right now would be probably the Integra coach. I reviewed some of those. The Integra 31F is a bunkhouse. The Integra 27U is going to be a video coming up in a couple days. There's two Integra Odysseys. There's the Integra Odyssey, and then there's the Integra Esteem. The only difference is the Esteem has full body paint, and the Odyssey just has more sticker decals on the outside, and it's not full body paint. So I'll be reviewing the Esteem, but that one has got, it's more of a couples coach, but it's got, I believe, Integras have huge dinettes, it's got the bunk above the cab, and it's got a jackknife sofa. So that right there is 3 sleeping options, and the bunk above the cab is extremely spacious. And my favorite thing about the Integra coach is, and the Integra Odysseys really, are the window above the cab. It's one of the largest windows you will see in any Class C. I mean, seriously. Now, Integra, I did just tour some smaller sized, like small couples campers recently, Class C's, and there was no window, and I was extremely disappointed because I was like, that's what I love so much about this Class C, because it's really unlike anything else. But yeah, I would recommend the Integra Odyssey. You check out their floor plans, see what works for you. But yeah, if you don't need bunks, there's a lot of great options out there because there's at least 2 to 3 additional sleeping spots that are quite comfortable. But if you're looking for something affordable, not so expensive, Forest River has a couple. East to West, the Entradas. East to West Entrada has pretty much the same floor plans as Integra. They don't have windows up in the front, which once you see that window, you might be like, we really want that. But yeah, the East to West Entradas, those have pretty much the same floor plans, same as like the Jayco Redhawks. They all pretty much copy each other, but the East to West Entrada is more on the affordable side versus Integra. Dale said, it is great that you are growing the channel. I retired last year, so I'm looking for a Class B plus or small C. I will be driving to Mexico several times and need maneuverability over size. Yeah, so yeah, I'm really excited about this channel, and it's growing faster than I could imagine. Congrats on retiring, and yeah, so the B plus and small Class C. So with B pluses, you're definitely going to have that smaller size, and you're going to have more of the ride of like a van, because the difference between a B plus and a C is, C's have truck fronts and B's are going to be a van plus, kind of a class C on the back. But if you're going to be driving people, if like you're going to be driving like multiple times, I would recommend like constantly backing back and forth between Mexico. I would recommend that definitely the smallest size. So like the new Thor Gemini that I just toured, that is going to be a more maneuverable RV versus like a longer couples RV. So I'll be touring a couple RVs at the Tampa show, which is going to be the Lineage series, and you'll see that one. That right there is a really nice one. So that right there could be a great option. And then the other one is, like I was saying, the Integra. They have a small size couple camper. You'll actually see them in the background of the Thor Gemini video. But that right there could be a good option. So if you checked out some of those floor plans, but I'll definitely be touring some of those pretty soon. Outdoor Living said, we are heading to the Grand Canyon in May. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Yeah, so let's see. We're heading to the Grand Canyon. Yeah, so I've been to the Grand Canyon. I definitely recommend, as far as there's so many, different areas to stop going to the Grand Canyon that it might take you a while to get there, because there are so many cool spots to just take the moment to just take it all in. The Grand Canyon at sunset and sunrise is, unforgettable, So I definitely recommend, if you can do that, because definitely stick around for the sunset, because it is amazing. Bunks are okay. Yeah, so then there are kind of endless amounts of options, but I would definitely recommend Integra, because that's definitely one of my favorites, and it's a really good RV. If not, there are, like I said, the East to West Entrada or the Jayco Red Hawk, which Jayco Red Hawk and Integra Coach, they're the same thing. They're owned by the same company, so that's why they're almost identical. Mike Schuler, we have a Grand Design Imagine, a bit small for a family of 6. Yeah, we have bunks, but it is crowded as the kids get bigger. Any affordable large fifth wheels? Yeah. Yeah, family of 6 in a travel trailer definitely can get tight. I mean, uh, best fifth wheel that I would say that's affordable would be toy haulers. Toy haulers are such a great option for large families, especially looking for affordable options, because there are some affordable toy haulers out there that are like $60,000 for like a 45-foot RV with a big toy hauler. Because in the toy hauler, you've got 2 large drop-down beds, great for putting bunks there. So that is really, really, I definitely recommend going with a toy hauler if you like that style, because you can set up the back like a bedroom, and it's going to be separated versus kind of like a smaller bunk room. You definitely have more space and more flexibility with toy haulers. And the other cool thing is you're going to have like the back is going to have probably a porch, and you can just take the living space right outside. So if you need some fresh air, I definitely, you can like step out, and I definitely recommend getting a toy hauler if that's something that you're interested in. Dale, I like the Lineage M and Echo. Yeah, so the Lineage M, those are really nice. And it's funny because the very first video that I made about that, there was news that, Grand Design was going to create the first motorized RV. I compared it to the Echo because it looks very similar. And honestly, I think why Grand Design is starting to go in the motorized direction is because they were bought by Winnebago. And that's why I think it looks similar to the Echo. But Winnebago, I'm not sure, I can't even tell you if they have a super seat. I honestly don't think they do. But that's why it's going to be exciting to see Grand Design come out with the Super C, and I think it's just going to be like a larger version of the Lineage M, and I'm excited to see it. So, but yeah, so yeah, those are two great RVs, and especially like you said, driving to Mexico, some of the roads are going to be off the beaten path. Some of them, not all of them, but good majority of them. So the Echo sits more like an off-road RV because, and it's got so much. Uh, Now this is the advantage over the Lineage. The Echo is more. I would say it's more of a boondocking B plus than more of a, pull up to the campground and plug in. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that's more of like a boondocking RV, and the Lineage is more of like luxury travel, I guess you could say. But yeah, so yeah, uh, those are all great options for everyone that's looking at an RV. Um, if you guys come up with any what am I saying? If you guys come up with any models or brands that you want to see, just comment on any of the videos that I make, and I'll get your comment, and I'll add it to my list because I've already got quite a list for the Tampa RV show. So there's I'm happy to add more because there's going to be a lot there, and I want to take advantage of being able to you know tour as many RVs as possible. Dale said, and has a 50-gallon freshwater tank. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's got a lot of capabilities to be off the road longer than maybe you can be with the Lineage. So, yep. And the other thing that I love about the Echo is I believe it's got wraparound awnings on all sides. So I really love the bike storage in the back. I'm not sure if all the models have it. It's been a while, but I'm pretty sure at least one of them has it. But it's like a whole bike slot to where like there's like a pull-out tray and stuff that comes out of the whole back, and you can put your bike in it, and it doesn't have to be on the outside of your RV, which is kind of nice because if you're driving on dusty roads and you've got a really nice bike, you might not want it back there, or even if you have say like a e-bike or something like that, or electric or any of those brands, you don't really want those outside getting all dirty and on the back of the RV collecting dust, and just being able to put those inside is a really nice option. So yeah, is there any destinations you guys want to go this year? Is there any places that you prefer? Do you like going to the mountains? Do you like going to the beach? Do you like just kind of going wherever your RV takes you? Um, what do you guys like? Let me know. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about is if you have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, any of those, you can go follow me on those platforms at RV Talk TV. So definitely check out those social media platforms because I post certain content there and other content on YouTube because all the content has to be different for every social media platform, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely go follow on those if you have those. Dale says, and as MJ says, hashtag stuff. Patty and Mike, we love the mountains. Me too. Yep. Yeah, definitely. I love the mountains too. We definitely love camping in the mountains. Um, what's your favorite part? Have you ever camped the Blue Ridge Mountains? Because I've done that before. It's really cool. And the only other mountain, which the mountain range, I guess, is the Great Smoky Mountains, which is let's see, Cades Cove is a good one by Pigeon Forge. Those are good mountain areas. Asheville, closer to Asheville. Those are all great places that we love going and camping. If we don't go to Canadian Rocks, we are thinking Alaska. We see a seminar at Florida RV Show on RVing to Alaska. Will we be able to see that seminar online? I'm not real sure if they'll be broadcasting the seminars online. I don't know. I'll definitely have to let you know. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. I'll be making a video kind of about the information on the RV show. And if you guys are planning on going to the RV show, I just want to tell you guys this. Tickets are on sale. So definitely check that out because tickets are expensive at the front gate and you're going to save a little bit of money by buying your tickets online. And tickets are good for 2 days, 2-day entry. So that's really nice. But yeah, if you guys are going to the show, definitely get your tickets before you can't get them cheaper. We love the Smokies. Me too. We've never stayed at the newer Margaritaville in Pigeon Forge. Yeah, that Margaritaville it's a nice resort. It's really nice. If we don't go to Canadian Rocks. Now, back to this, I think maybe if I do come across that seminar happening, maybe I'll record some of it, I'll listen in on it, and then maybe let you guys know some of the information that they said or talked about, but I don't know if I'll be inside and listening to the seminars, but we'll see. I will be live streaming the show, so what time do you guys want to see me live stream? Do you want to see as soon as the doors open at the RV show? What times do you want to see? Do you want to see maybe more towards later in the afternoon, lunchtime? Let me know. So yeah, I definitely want to, when I'm at the RV show, I want to live stream for maybe say 30 minutes a couple times a day. But other than that, I will be filming a lot of RV tours and meeting lots of other people there. So, yep. So the RV show this year, all electric camper, etc. It's funny that you say that. So, any big reveals? The biggest reveal I would say would be the Grand Design Lineage. Not really. Well, Lineage. I don't even know what it's called yet. There's a name for it, but it's the Super C. That's going to be a big reveal. The only other reveal I would say would be the Model I. So Brinkley Model I, and then again the map hasn't come out for the RV show this year, so I basically get all of my little information about what shows will be going on this year from all the different manufacturers posting about what's coming out this year. On the topic of all electric campers, we're not really sure. I don't really know. I do know that last year, I believe it was, unfortunately, I couldn't take you guys with me because this channel didn't exist. But last year, the Winnebago, I think it was last year, the Winnebago, what is it called, E2 RV or something, which is basically an electric Class B van. It was on the new electric Ford chassis. And then I believe a Airstream came out that was all electric. And then this year, Travel Trailer, which is sold by Lazy Days RV down there in Tampa, Florida, they have an all-electric RV. It just doesn't have anything with propane or anything. A lot of RVs can be all-electric, I guess, then. But those RVs, which, yeah. Anyways, I think it's called Bolus or something. It just looks exactly like an Airstream. It looks like a knockoff Airstream, honestly. Bonnie said, does the Tampa RV show have RV tour companies there as vendors with trip planning to Alaska? Now, yes, there are tons of booths there. Lots of RV trips. I'm sure there's going to be probably a company there that at least is doing like that, like what you're saying, trip planning. Like, is that what you're talking about? Like in a group, like where a bunch of people say, "All right, we're going to Alaska," all these people, and then they go. Uh, yeah, let me know. Hard to know my schedule, but definitely want to see a review of the first day. Yeah, I'll definitely be live streaming and posting, just kind of like, let's walk around the RV show, and then I'll be posting all the RV shows of the day. On the very first day, I think I'm gonna at least get at least one video out, and it's probably gonna be of the Grand Design Lineage M, or not Lineage M, but the Lineage Super C, because I'm really excited to see that. I'm sure some of you guys are really excited to see what they've come up with, and for those of you who can't get there to the RV show or aren't going, it's definitely something that you probably want to see. So, but yeah, back to this though. I mean, I'm sure there's companies that are going to be there. There's always RV parks, Yes, group touring in your RV to Alaska. Yeah, that's something that is, I think, a really cool concept, because they, I believe whenever they do that, they take care of most everything, like where you're going to be staying, what some of your expeditions are, and all the different things. So I think that's something um, that's a really cool concept, and I'm going to walk around and make a video of touring all of the inside booths and showing you guys what's there, what companies are offering, and the new RV products, because we haven't seen much new RV, many new RV products this year. So the RV show in Tampa is a great place to see all new products that brands have come out with. So I'm definitely going to walk around, and I will be answering that question for you at the show. That's a fantastic idea to have your companies at an RV show. Yeah, it really is. Or tour. Yeah. Do you plan? Do you plan on doing or any? Um, I don't plan on doing any RV gatherings yet, um, because I just I don't know if I have that much of a following. You know what I'm saying? Um, but definitely in the future, when this channel gets much bigger, definitely. I know there's going to be an RV meetup in Tampa, so might be attending that. We'll see. Um, but it's definitely going to be a busy schedule with the RV show. So, Mike Schuler, I have to go to a party, but please keep us posted on what happens in California. A lot to talk about here in Arizona. Many of us need competition in California to keep our prices down. Absolutely, because what's going to happen to you guys in Arizona is your prices are going to go up because no one can get them in California, and Arizona might think that they can charge higher prices for people coming from California. So yeah, I will definitely keep you guys updated. I'm not sure yet what's going on because there is a lot changing constantly, and we're not going to know until things are put in place, honestly. So definitely, I will keep you guys updated with the motorhome ban and what's going on with that. But I do believe that they were able to work out, the RVIA and CARB were able to work out some stuff together to where they were able to get more like credits and stuff like that. So, we'll see what goes on, but it's kind of up in the air right now. So that is pretty much what is going on with the motorhome ban and kind of the Tampa show. It would be nice to see some new manufacturers to help prices come down. Yeah, or if RV dealers could just could not charge so much, because I think we'll get back to that in a minute. Good night, and again, Happy New Year to you and others here. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much for watching and joining this RV live stream today, Mike, and we'll see you later. All right, so back to Dave. It would be nice to see some new manufacturers help prices come down. Absolutely, but I do feel like RV dealers have been a little bit greedy because prices were so high. They were able to get so many high prices during like COVID times, and then after that, it kind of just went to like now nothing's like coming down, and prices are still high, and the supply chain is fine, and I do think they were trying to maybe overcharge people, such as Camping World. If you guys did you guys see that video where Camping World is being fined $3.5 million for double charging its customers, which is just crazy. Trying to advertise low prices to see, that's the sad part is they were trying to advertise low prices, and then they just ripped people off and honestly just scammed them, which is sad to see. It's really sad to see. So yeah, I do wish prices came down, and I wish Brinkley's were more affordable. And I honestly wish they made Brinkley made a camper just like ours, with where it's like a slide out here and then kitchen and all that stuff. So I really wish like they made, and it's coming. It's definitely coming. It's the Model I. There's small, really tiny, small sized, mid-sized, more. I can't think of the word. I had it earlier, but it's just more smaller entry level RVs that are they're easier to tow. They're not so big and bulky like the Model Z Air. So I hope they do come out with single axle trailer, because that is definitely something that is coming from Brinkley, because the Model I's they're almost there, but they're double axle. So as soon as they come out with a single axle, I think we'll start to see those smaller floor plans. And now at the RV show in Florida, Brinkley, I believe, now don't take my word for it, but we'll see at the RV show, I believe the new Model I, or one of them, is going to be under $30,000. Now, don't take my word for it, but I think I heard that somewhere. So we will see, but if so, that's exciting, because the smaller models they get, the more affordable they will be, and they're really good quality. All right. What do you think is going to happen to Camping World after the fines they will be receiving? Honestly, I don't really know. Now, this is something that is definitely more focused, I think, in Oregon. I'm not really sure if this is a nationwide thing, but honestly, I'm not really sure. I definitely think that it's going to hurt them badly, because, like Lazy Days, they are not doing good. They are not doing very good at all. And Camping World, I believe, acquired over 10 locations of Lazy Days because Camping World was taking over those locations because Lazy Days wasn't doing good. So they just took over that. That's a lot. Who knows how much? Who knows how many RVs they're selling? Who knows if the market's good for them right now? And then on top of that, fine. And is that just for the residents of Oregon, or are we going to start to see this pop up across the nation? With other states. So it'll be interesting. Marcus Lemonis will pay the fine and keep on with business as usual. Yeah, sadly, but sadly, he probably will, and hopefully they won't keep doing what they are doing. That's why state of Oregon put in place measures to keep them from doing this again, which was like, buyers must know, the exactly what they're being asked to purchase, and they need to clearly state everything, and they can't double charge customers anymore, and this and that. But unfortunately, they'll probably find a way, So what do you guys think is going to happen? So, yeah, it's definitely it's crazy, and it's quite sad that someone would do that to people just trying to buy an RV just to have a good time and and just go camping, get out and explore. It's sad that a company would try to do that to them. Uh, so yeah, I mean, our last camper was purchased through Camping World, and experience was it was on the edge. You know what I mean? I do not recommend service from them. Their camp store is pretty good, but honestly, they try to get you in every way there too. Um, so yeah, sometimes these companies get hold up. Sometimes these companies that get into too big is get too big is what does them in. I miss the small local dealers of years ago. Yeah, some of these large companies are definitely they think they're the biggest, and they start going in all different directions. Now, I do miss small local dealers. Now, speaking of that, Blue Compass RV, they have bought out and taken almost every local dealer. Um, it's funny, whenever the yearly RV show comes around in North Carolina, there's 3 shows I believe in North Carolina. Um, like every year, the small dealers go away, and most of the show is Blue Compass because now Blue Compass has, I don't even remember how many locations across North Carolina, and it's crazy how they're literally buying up every single location, and then they became, they were like the fastest growing RV dealer, and then they became Blue Compass. But it's nothing wrong with that. It was an easy rebrand, to rebrand, all of these new additional locations that they were adding. But it's sad that they were buying up all of the locations because I do miss the smaller dealers. Now, does it create more service centers for if you buy a Blue Compass? If you do buy from Blue Compass, um, do they start to eat away at, like, if you buy from Blue Compass, um, you have more service centers, but what happens to like the people that bought from these small local dealers starts to eat away at all of the places that they can go back to get work done that maybe they enjoyed, the people that actually worked on their RV, and they enjoyed the good service that they provided, and now it's maybe changed. Jordan said, "I agree." To Dave, yeah, definitely. Once these companies get big, they start going in different directions. So yeah, well, there is a lot that has happened this year with this RV channel. I started it in late into February. I think it was last day of February, um, and since then I started posting, just RV tour shorts and stuff like that, and now I post. Um, now Dave said you just number. Yeah, unfortunately, but um, I started posting shorts, and then I moved into making videos, and now it's just amazing how much we've grown, how many viewers we have, and I mean, I think we're getting like almost 20,000 views a month across my channel, and it's just amazing. And I appreciate you guys watching and taking the time. Like for the past, there's a couple of you guys that have been commenting on almost every single RV tour video, and I really appreciate you guys, your engagement to my channel, and just taking the time to watch them and give your support through the comments of my videos and commenting on them. And I just really appreciate every single one of you guys that have watched this past year and that will continue to watch in this coming year. So there's a lot to happen this coming year. With first off, starting with the Tampa show, and then a couple more RV shows, and then some traveling this year, and then just RV news. Have you got? That's something I want to ask you guys. have you guys been enjoying the RV news and like the recalls and stuff like that, where I've been making the videos about, you know, RV recalls? And because, for some of you guys, I remember one person said that they had an RV that I had talked about, and they were very thankful that I had made the video, because they wouldn't have known. They wouldn't have known for almost an entire month later. What do you guys think? Have you guys been enjoying those videos? But yeah, it's definitely amazing the community that we've built, and it wouldn't be possible without every single one of you guys. So really appreciate it. So, well, that right there has pretty much been the year, and I'm excited for 2025. Your video editing. Hold up. Sorry, the chat that I'm looking at. I was waiting for stuff, and then I realized, oh wait, there's comments here. It gets stuck sometimes. Your video editing is excellent. Do you go that out? Do you hire that out? I mean, no, I actually do not. No, I am. My career that I'm going into is filmmaking and editing and filmmaking for TV shows and stuff like that. So no, that is all me. I don't hire anyone out, and I've kind of just learned over the years, and it's just something that I have become really good at, and I do this all by myself, and I'm glad that you guys enjoy it. I appreciate you saying that it's excellent, because that makes me feel really good. Industry updates are great. The knowledge you have on RVs and updates are priceless. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I've been obsessed with RVs for absolutely forever. I've been RVing since my family and I have been RVing for years and years and years. And I've always gone to all the RV shows. I'm originally from Tampa, Florida, so definitely went to that show plenty of times. And I've just gained so much knowledge on RVs, and then I got into filming, and this is something that I want to do in the future, film. And I said, why don't I share my knowledge? And this is what I've come up with. So the information is invaluable. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you as well. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me tonight. That right there is probably going to do it for tonight's live stream. Do you guys want to see me do these more live streams? Because I haven't done one since, probably June. I don't even remember the last time. I was doing them, and I had less than 100 followers, and I think I hit 100 followers on my last RV live stream, and I was just like, this is great, but now that we have, let's see, we've got over 760 followers, so we've definitely grown over the past year, and now I think is a good time to start maybe doing more weekly or 2 times a month, and let me know if you guys want to see more of these. But that is going to do it for this RV live stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of their new year, and here is a live view of New York City. But this right here is going to do it for the end of the year. It's crazy that the end of the year is already here. Great live stream, good information on so many topics. Happy New Year. Yep. Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you so much for everyone that joined in on this RV live stream and RV chat. Hope everyone has a great rest of their night. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys on the road. See you guys actually tomorrow for day 17, I think it is, of 30 days of RV tours. So definitely see you guys then. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, Dale. Thank you for watching, Bonnie, Amanda, Outdoor Living, Dave, Jordan, Mike, Patty, and Mike. So many great viewers. Thank you so much, everyone. And till next time, see you guys on the road.